is warmed up a little. Oh. Yeah, she doesn't like being cold. Gas is on all the way. Would you look at that? The bike now runs without a choke. I will go into detail as to what I got done on this bike at the shop. Hopefully I still got enough sunlight to record a decent amount of footage. Here she is, boys and girls, my 94 Kawasaki ZX9R, refreshed professionally, of course, because why would you want a kid like me to be wrenching on your bike, right? So I thought about it for a second and said, you know what, maybe it's a good idea, let's just bring her to a shop, you know, let's just bite the bullet, and I'm glad I did. Woo! Got my buddy Michelle, go for a little ride. Sound very nice. What? Jesus! Jesus! So nice to be back on two wheels again. This bike feels so dialed. The power is just nice and smooth, and it's there for a 26-year-old bike with 23,313 miles. She runs really nice. So I'll explain what was done to the bike at the shop. What we got done at the shop was, at first, when I first sent her in, I told them that she needed to be retuned. It felt like maybe the carbs were out of sync, and they went in to make sure that they were all synced really nice, and yeah, the carbs were synced really well. They weren't too bad, from what the mechanic said. They were not in too bad of shape. Dumped the carbs, all 4 carbs, in the ultrasonic cleaner. Cleaned all the jets, retuned the jets, and then I picked her up. The first time I picked her up, though, she was good, and it ran fine. And I took it home. Back roads, actually, on this route, back roads, never really got it up above 45, just because when I picked it up there was traffic. Driving it home, she felt perfectly fine, nothing wrong, didn't sputter. There was just a little bit of power delay on the throttle, but nothing what I wasn't already used to with how the bike was before. But then the next day I thought, oh, all right, let me take my bike to work. You know, I finally got it from being in a shop for, you know, a month and a half. So I went to go take it to work, driving back roads. Then I go to get on the highway. I work in Boston, so, you know, I just take 495 to 95 to 93. As soon as I get on the highway and I go to goose it was almost like I was putting my hand inside the air intake and just covering the holes up, because every time I gave it gas to go above about 45-50 miles an hour, anything above 5,000 RPM, she just fell right on her face. And then what I thought was even the weirdest part was that when a truck, like a semi, would pass me by, she would bog out. So I said, all right, this is not good. You know, turned around, left it at home, took my car to work. Almost died. Took 2 exits. I was like, nope, ain't doing this. I took it back to the shop that same day when I got back home from work, and I told them what was going on. 3 weeks later, go to pick it up, and they tell me, oh yeah, so we replaced your spark plugs, we just checked the jets. And surprisingly, bike's running pretty good so far. All they really did was just, you know, spark plugs, retuned it, cleaned her all up, and replaced the gaskets in the carburetor, which wasn't really necessary, because last time that I worked on the bike, I dunked it in the ultrasonic cleaner and put new gaskets all around. So I knew there were new gaskets in there, but I didn't want to say anything. Just let them do what they thought was necessary to get the bike to run. Whatever it was, they gave me a warranty. So if it ended up not running right, at least I could take it back. I'm getting decent fuel economy. I do feel like maybe my fuel gauge is a little faulty, because I'll be at full tank for about 2 days, and then I'll go for like a ride like I just did today, and it went from almost full to half tank in, you know, 5-mile ride, which is a little odd. Maybe something's stuck in there, I don't know. It's probably got to be replaced, but that'll have to be next year or during the winter. But that's about it, guys. We just did a carb sync, retuned the jets and the spark plugs. That was about it, and now she's running perfect. So if anybody's having any issues like I was having, where bike wouldn't run with the choke on, maybe they're not too badly synced, but what you're having is issues with the jets. Like, for example, on this bike I have a Vance & Hines slip-on, so I believe there are 210K jets in there. But so that's about it, guys. That's all I really had to do. And total cost was $500 basically. $500 flat, not including, you know, the fuel additive they have now asked me to start using, just because of, you know, the mileage and the year of the bike. They're thinking that it's probably a good idea to start putting some of that stuff in there. And other than that, all I got too on the bike was a bra, a tank bra. I don't know if you can see that, and a fishnet for the rear seat, so I can take stuff to work.
Sounds very nice.
Alright, bro. Real quick. Alright, now that I'm off the bike, there's a couple of things I got. See, I got the Ninja tank bra on there to keep it from getting all scratched, and the little fishnet, so I can put some stuff back here. I buttoned all the little things up, like this little fairing piece that goes over the air boot cover. Got a little palm throttle rester kind of thing, whatever these are called. Definitely helps on my long commutes. I mean, it's about 50 miles for me one way, so about 100 miles. And so far she's commuted perfectly during traffic. Perfect. No complaints whatsoever. These tires have perfect amount of tread, just comfortable enough. The shocks are tuned for my weight. I re-greased the chain. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, so you can stay updated and posted with all the upcoming videos and my dirt bike project. Yeah, thank you guys so much. See you on the next one.